Hello everyone, and welcome back to 10 Central Pointers. Today, we'll be talking about 7 of the most mysterious things to ever happen. But before we get into that, I just want to remind you of our monthly shoutout giveaway. For those of you who are new or interested in entering, here's how you do it. First, look for that big red subscribe button, and once you found it, you can scroll down to the bottom of our page and type I subscribed in the comments section. I hope you enjoy this video. The first is a weather mystery. This took place in 2018 when a giant cloud called the shelf cloud appeared over Michigan. It was a giant cloud that looked like a shelf. Well, it looked like a tsunami at first, but people later discovered that it was a giant cloud sucking up moisture from the lake. How insane is that? It must have been a scare to the people surrounding it. As you can see, it actually looks like a tsunami. Second, we have the Firenado. You heard it right, a Firenado. A tornado that looks like fire, or probably is or was on fire. This took place in Derbyshire, England in 2018. Scientists later discovered that it was a cyclone caused the same way as a hostile twister is created. Third, we have this clip of Ali Anbari when he is exploring an abandoned building in a desert. He informs everyone that a so-called abaya was following him on his expedition in the building. I don't blame him. Judging by the footage, that place looks really creepy. Also, the weird and scary sounds he heard and recorded were a little chilling. The video shows one of the doors closing and opening by itself. I would run out of that building so fast. I would probably beat the world record for the fastest runner. He then shows footage of weird things that look like a human figure walking around and moving in the vents. Is everyone okay after that footage? I know I got a little scared. Fourth, we have the ball lightning. Once again, you heard it right. It is literally a ball of lightning. It has been happening for many years and scientists still have not confirmed how it happens. It is approximately 1 meter big and is very common. So if you see something that looks like a ball of light in a thunderstorm, then it's not a UFO. Also, it can last from seconds to minutes. Fifth, we have something similar to the ball of lightning, except there is no lightning involved. I know, right? How can you have thunder without lightning? Well, it's called a skyquake. A skyquake is literally thunder without lightning. It's a rumbling sound coming from perfectly clear skies and at random times. Sixth on the list, we have the mysterious story of the ice woman. She's no Elsa. Way scarier, but she was spotted on an extremely cold winter night in Minnesota. The temperature was around negative 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which you must imagine is freezing. The ice woman is known as 19-year-old Jean Hillard. She was driving home in the cold and suddenly skidded off the road. She tried to get help, but by the next day, a nearby resident found her on the ground and thought she was an ice statue, only to figure out later that she was an actual person. Her skin was so pale from the frostbite, some people called her the Snow Queen. However, that's not the mysterious thing about this story. She was taken to hospital and wrapped in heat blankets. No one expected this due to how frozen she was, but in a couple of hours, she defrosted and was back to normal. Now, usually if that happens, she would have some sort of damage either to her brain or anything else. Well, Jean was lucky enough to walk out of the hospital a month later without any damage to her brain. She was perfectly healthy and was normal and responsive like a normal person. Last but not least, they call this the D.Y. Atlov Pass incident. In winter 1959, there were 9 people found dead near a camp they had set up a few days or hours earlier. Well, they all died in mysterious ways. They were found scattered all around the campsite, their tents were all ripped up, and 3 of them had died due to hypothermia. 2 of them had fractures to their chest that doctors confirmed is not humanly possible. What was it, you ask? Well, to be honest, no one knows yet. The other person was found with her tongue ripped out. Not only are their deaths random and highly gruesome, their bodies had a lot of radioactivity inside them. There were no footprints found around and in the campsite except their own. So whatever hunted them must have been powerful enough to damage a human body as much as it possibly can. It remains a mystery as to why there were no footprints or DNA ever found. Well, that's all I have for you today. If you liked the video, then feel free to give it a massive thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, if you know of any bigger mysterious things to ever happen, then comment it below in the comment section. See you next week on 10 Central Pointers.